I'm gonna start with you, my brother. The Memphis Grizzlies GOATs. What would you put the? I don't know if you want to say best players of all time, but just what's your? I can't call it a Mount Rushmore because that only has 4. I think we did 5 with honorable mention, maybe. Go ahead, man. Who your top 5? I want you to work from 5 down because I want to be surprised who your number 1 is.
Well, because I'm biased. Of course, I'm biased because I think you should know who my number 1 is. But
Go ahead.
I don't even feel like my 5 is Tony Allen. 5 is Tony Allen. 4, Ja Morant. 3. I
will turn my camera off so you ain't got to see me, bro. Just go ahead.
Like I said, John's the best player in franchise history, like talent-wise. I'm just going off of longevity, what they did for the franchise and playoff success and all that. 4 is Ja. 4 is Ja. Dude, I need to look this way, so I'm not looking, dude. 3 is Marcus Gasol. 4 is Zach Randolph. 2 Zach Randolph, and 1 is Michael Conley Jr. out of Ohio State University.
Good God. Am I cool to come back on camera now?
Sure, Chris. Whatever, bro.
All right. So your criteria, that's just let it out one more time for me. What's your criteria of your list?
It's not best like talent-wise player, because that's hands down Ja Morant is hands down the best player. And I'm just talking about time you've been here, impact on franchise, changing like the time playoff success, like your longevity of your career. Ja Morant's story is still being written. He's undoubtedly, like, I'm talking about like all where you at on the all-time list. I'm talking about all that type of stuff. Like your career as a Memphis Grizzly, what you've done, how long you've been here, all of that is why my criteria is what it is. It's not nothing with talent-wise. Ja Morant and Desmond Bane and all these guys are clearly better than the core 4. But that's why my criteria is what it is. I'm gonna get myself on mute so you can.
I got you, bro. All right, look, hey, man. You talked about on your rap list that you young and you want to go too old, because whatever. My honorable mention, because you didn't give one. If you want to give one on the back end, definitely do so. My honorable mention is Mike Conley. He's not in my top 5 of Memphis GOATs. Sorry, bro. He ain't. Won't be. Number 1, let's talk about the real reason, the real person that killed Grit and Grind. It was Mike Conley calling and almost forcing the front office to go get Chandler Parsons. So we can be mad at Chandler Parsons for whatever reason, which we know we got a valid reason of hating that dude. Took money when you knew you wasn't healthy, and then you just shit on us for years and years, every chance you get because of doing so with your FAN ass. If you know Kendrick Lamar's song, he's I guess he ain't an N, he's we can say FAWB. Anyway, a freak ass white boy. But anyway, Mike Conley was the one that was trying to facilitate that. Like, I think we really honestly forget that happened because we love Mike for whatever. But that's a blemish to me on Mike Conley's Grizzly jacket. I'm sorry, and I'm never gonna let that go, bro. I just won't. If that's such a friend of yours, you should have knew some type of way to do wasn't right. And you forced him to pay him all this money. He came in and then basically killed what we had going. Our greatest era up to date of basketball. So, hey, I'll say this. He had his best season as a Grizzly was his second to last season.
Yeah.
You were never an all-star till you left here, and you weren't even in your prime when you got your all-star. You actually took Ja Morant's first all-star. That should have been Ja Morant's first all-star. He should have got an alternate instead of Mike Conley, but they gave it to him. Whatever. And then, I'll just leave it at that. I'm sorry. Mike's honorable mention. Thank you for your service, what you did. You deserve to have your jersey hung, but you ain't in my top 5, brother. Because of
crazy, but for sure.
Sorry. Number 5, yes, I know it's early. Desmond Bane will be a top 5 player of all time Grizzlies when it's done. I'm sorry. We've never had a scorer close to him outside of a Ja Morant. We've never had a 3-point shooting threat all around, 3-level game. this dude is going to be. He's already close. He's better than Tony Allen. I mean, he's further. Tony Allen got a defensive first team. Don't have a DPOY.
Yeah, his first team. His first team and 2 second teams. 2 second teams, I believe.
If Desmond Bain come out the next year or two and get an All-Star award, to me, he's already solidified. And like I said, his statistics to me in his 5th season, going into his 5th season, I'm cool with giving Desmond Bain at number 5 over Mike Conley, breaking my franchise ass. Number 4 is my GOAT, till further notice, of small forwards, Rudy Gay. Don't care what none of y'all say.
No.
I'm finna tell you why you wrong.
No.
I'm finna tell you why you wrong.
I get you, Mike.
Because you gave no. Let me talk. Because you gave the criteria. You said time of service, time on the team, and accolades and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rudy Gay started the same amount of seasons that Zach Randolph did, 7. So if we're gonna put Zebo up here in this whatever round, which he rightly deserves, you can't say we can't act like Rudy was here 2 years, bro, and then like he never like did nothing. Like Rudy literally had game winners. He went head up with the best small forward, the best small forward era of the NBA. He went head up with these dudes, led that team, and because Lionel Hollins couldn't find a way to make him and Zach Randolph work, we just like throw him to the wolves, bro. And like it was his fault that he left. That was the front office and the coaching staff. That wasn't Rudy's fault that he got traded. Like y'all ain't finna do my guy like that, bro. I'm sorry. Like, nah, bro. Man, average 18.6 rebounds and 2 assists in a league that is like you compare that to now, he probably averaging 22 points, probably averaging 8 rebounds and 3 assists. Like that's a player, bro. And we've been chasing the ghost of Rudy Gay pass ever since. So y'all gonna get up out Rudy with this recency bias stuff when the man started the same amount of seasons as Zebo. But you said time serves. So that's why I wanted to make sure you said that before I argue with you. Number 3, I give you Marc Gasol. I ain't got no argument. Marc Gasol he's up there. I ain't got really much to say on it. Marc Gasol is Marc Gasol. But I kind of got to give it a tie with him and Powell. Same thing I did with my GOAT list with Rap. I got to tie with Powell. Powell was the first All-Star. He led this franchise to the playoffs for the first time.
Rookie of the year. Yeah.
Rookie of the year. If we're going to talk about accomplishments, we got to put Powell up there, bro. I'm not going to disrespect that man just because, again, especially when the story comes out that it wasn't his fault that he left like that.
No, it wasn't. So he didn't want to leave. Yeah, he didn't want to leave.
Yeah. So again, we got all this recency bias, and then when the story get told, we just be like, oh damn. Anyway, Zebo is number 2. The GOAT. If it wasn't for this Lex dude, we know what Zebo did for the city and on the court. I'm never putting Mark over him. I don't care what Sean Coleman or any of these stat guys say. You're never getting me to believe that Marc Gasol is over Zebo. Let's just stop that. But number 1 is Ja Morant, bro. He's in year 6, and he's broken damn near every record that the Grizzlies have in 6 years. Like, it's not even a debate at this point. I don't get it. Like, he's broken every record, and he's been here, started for 6 seasons. Next year will be 7. So, again, when we talk about time and records and accolades, let's be honest and get out our feelings, man. So, that's all I got. I rest my case. You can respond, and we'll get out of here. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Chris, you just made me so mad in like 3 minutes, bro. Okay, first of all, Rudy Gay, we didn't have our best years after Rudy left. So that's
we talking about players. First. I don't want to hear that. That's Holland's fault. Don't do that.
We got Tayshaun Prince, and Tayshaun Prince had a better impact of winning than Rudy Gay did. That's first things first.
Oh my God.
We had our best years after Rudy left. And I told you Rudy Gay was my favorite player this is not a bias. Rudy Gay was my favorite player before he left. I actually cried when Rudy Gay got traded. Real talk. You can ask my family. I did see his cry. That's number 1. Paul Gasol, I get that, but again, our best years was after he left. I equate success to that also. Paul Gasol, very Grizzly great.
Oh, so it was Powell's fault that they couldn't put a team together.
It's not Paul.
They had freaking Casey Jacobson and all these slow ass dudes
and Bobby Jackson
and Bobby Jackson. Okay, all right, bro. All right,
okay,
you got it
for sure. And also, like you said, we was talking about Mike. His best years, Powell's best years was outside of Grizzly uniform. So that's why
Mike's best years was outside of Grizzly uniform. Let's keep it funky.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
All-star outside of Grizzlies.
You just said
the playoffs. He went further in the playoffs outside of being a Grizzly. Come on, let's keep it G now. If we're gonna do
let's keep it G. The only time my average 20 points a game was when he was a Memphis Grizzly, correct? And
you second to last season.
Still as a Grizzly, and you just said
he left here and got all his accolades after that. Come on, bro, let's not.
You just said the only other accolade he got was accolade. Wow, accolade he got was an All-Star game, like you just said. That All-Star was not deserved. According to you, All-Star was not deserved. And that was
here ninja. Damn, here you go.
So again, everybody agree his best years of his career was as a. So not having him in the top 5 is crazy.
He went further outside of the team. Is what I'm saying. He went further in the playoffs outside of Grizzlies. You just said you knocked Powell.
He went to West Conference Finals. No, he didn't, because he went to West Conference Finals with Memphis. He never made West Conference Finals with anyone else. He went 2013 went to West Conference Finals. Right. So bam, what you talking about? Come on.
He ain't lead it though. He ain't lead it. He was riding the coattails of Zebo and Mark now.
What are you talking about? Oh my gosh, bro.
He wasn't leading it. Am I lying?
It was him, the core for they were doing. Okay,
I don't worry about no core, nothing. Who was leading it?
The lead was Zebo, but Tony Allen wasn't no coaches.
Tony Allen was part of the core 4. He wasn't leading nothing.
But okay, Anyway, okay, I'm trying to cook. Zoom for to give me a high. He did. Mike Conley honorable mention is crazy as heck, bro. Oh my gosh, honorable mention. The all-time leading scorer in Memphis Grizzlies history is an honorable mention.
John had
all time years. Okay, all-time leader in assists, steals, wins. Like this
was here longer. He got a pass.
Okay.
2 things can be true though. You're right. You're right. You're not wrong. I'm not either though.
Okay. Ooh, Chris, you just made me so mad in so short a time. And I'm trying not to yell on this dang podcast, but you got me hot. Okay. So Mike Conley, that was super disrespectful. Paul, I get that, but Powell, you can't put him in Mark because Mark did more. 4, I don't put them in the same level. Anything, I'll put Powell 5, if anything. And take Desmond Bain off. Again, not because of talent. Not because of talent. Not because of talent, because John Moran, Desmond Bain, and James Jackson is better than all those guys I mentioned. So again, I'm not saying because of talent, but you can't put Mark and Powell on the same level. Mark did more. Mark was more time All-Star, defensive player of the year with us. You can't put Mark and Powell on the same level. You cannot do that.
Actually, Powell got more All-Stars than him.
While they were in Memphis? Mark had 2 when he was in, and I think Powell had 1, I believe, Fair. Right? Fair. So yeah. and Mark was an all NBA first team with us also. All defensive second team, which is kind of weird. But defensive player of the year. So no, we're not gonna do that. Mark and Powell are not on the same level. That's no. Okay. And Rudy Gay, no. Oh my gosh. There is such things wrong with your list. I cannot stress enough.
But you got Tony Allen on yours. What did Tony Allen do besides fall on the ground and hold up one finger?
What you mean? Bro, Tony Allen was an integral part of our best stretch of Memphis Grizzlies basketball. Who you talking about going against the best wing? Who's the one guarding all these wings? Who the one guarding the KD and the Kawhi Leonards? Who was the one doing all that? Tony motherfucking Allen. When
who was that blowing layups and getting left alone in the corner to shoot wide open threes and throwing the ball out of bounds. Everyone has
holes in their game.
That's fine. He ain't no top 5. That's fine.
When the Crawford talked about how valuable Tony was, it's because it was for a reason. Listen to what those guys when they talk about Tony Allen and talk about each other. Tony Allen, when he traded for him, he helped turn this franchise around. So you cannot disrespect Tony freaking Allen like that. You can't disrespect Mike. The only thing right about your list is that's the only thing right about your list. Because Zebo I'm probably a bias when I say Mike Conley's number 1. And I admit that because Mike Conley's my favorite.
I'm about to say you can't say mine is crazy for having him out of the top 5 and you have him number 1. Like, come on, bro.
But not having him in the top 5 at all is crazy. I admit I'm probably a little biased because Mike Conley's my favorite Grizzlies of all time. I'm probably a little biased. Zebo probably should be number 1. So I'll give that.
John Moran is in your face, my guy. I almost said something I shouldn't say.
No, you said it. It's already out there.
No,
you already said it. Nah.
John Moran is a thing. Like, he's there. You can touch him and see him. What are you talking about?
I love Ja. Ja is my favorite player currently, but like I said, rose-tinted glasses. I can admit that. From my childhood, who was my point guard in my childhood? Michael Conley Jr.
1-on-1.
Ja Morant. I'm not saying who's better, Chris.
Who has the most points in the game who has the most points in the game in Grizzly history?
Ja Morant.
How many times is he on that list? Like before it drops to another person, how many spots does he take up on that list?
He got a 50-point game, he got a 47, he got a 46, he got a 43, a 44. I understand that.
So when we talk about statistics and accolades, what are we doing? This man started 2 All-Star games.
He did start. He only started one, but he only started one.
Okay,
the first year he started. Second year he came out the bench.
Yeah, that was dumb. He ended up starting because somebody got hurt. Remember?
You right. You is right. He started because somebody got hurt.
Too. And he got a shoe. And he got all these. Man, we talking about accomplished. Nice job, Morant, bro. Y'all tripping. But that's fine because I was arguing with folks his rookie year. After probably like 10 games, I was saying, all right, bro.
Remember I said when he played Mike his first year and when he played with Mike's homecoming, I said on this podcast, Ja Morant was better with him, right? And I said
it when he beat Kyrie the first home game. I was there in my season. I saw it with my 2 eyes. I seen it. I said the man better than.
And I'm not disagreeing with you. Ja Morant is the best flat basketball player in franchise history by
but he number 4. He number 4 is the GOAT though. I'm shutting up. I'm done. Go ahead. I'm done. I'm my bad. I know we got to get up out of here. So I'm shutting up.
You understand why I said that? Not because of straight up basketball player. And it's not even the word. You got me speaking gibberish now. Not because of I'm talking about. Okay, so who's been in more playoff series, Mike Conley or Ja Morant? Who's won more playoff series? Who's taking us farther? All those guys I named ahead of Ja Morant, Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, and might have all won more playoffs.
Who's taking us further?
Those 3 guys.
Thibault has taken us further. Mike Conley has not taken us further. I'm talking about who's leading it. That's all I'm saying. He was on the team. But if you say, if we do this list in 10 years, right? We do this same list in 10 years. If they go on to win a championship, are you say Jaren led them to the championship? Or are you going to say Ja Morant led them to the championship?
Depends on how it look, but probably Ja Morant.
All right, then. That's all I got.
This dude done got me heated.
I love it, man. I love when I can get every round up, bro.
Because he know how I feel about Mike Conley, and he really just disrespecting my GOAT like that. And I really
hit the wrong thing.
He did this on purpose because you know how I feel about Mike Conley. You know how I feel about Mike Conley. And you did this on purpose. Why would you do this? I was on this Sunday morning. I brought my stats up. Oh my gosh. He had defensive play. He was second team all defense for us. He averaged 17.2 that second.
Who was that?
Mike, he averaged 17.2 2013-2014 season. 2012, 2013, he averaged 14.6 and
but Rudy averaged 18 and 6, and it just ain't nothing. I don't know what I'm saying. Like it's the bias. I'm glad you acknowledge it though. I'm glad you acknowledge it because I acknowledge mine too. That Rudy is, like I said, outside of Josh, Rudy is my favorite Grizzly of all time. But the stats say, the stats say
also winning, Chris.
It wasn't his fault, bro.
Ja Morant
that's not his fault, bro.
Winning,
like Rudy was Dylan Brooks or something.
He was better than Dylan Brooks, and even then, Ja Morant, they still have not broken Mike, Mark, and Zebo's franchise record for the most. They've tied it. They still have a record. 56 and 26 is still the franchise record, and Mike and Ja Morant still have not broken that. So until they break that and goes West Conference Finals, they is not moving from my list. I'm sorry, and it's straight on that. And I love Ja. I swear to God, Ja is the best player in franchise history. But until he goes West Conference Finals and or beat the franchise wins regular season, I'm not pushing on it. And that's that on that. That's all I gotta say.